afternoon and welcome to Live at 4. A level 1 state of emergency has been declared in Dane County as more cases of coronavirus have been reported in the state.
We have another night of team coverage beginning with our Amanda Quintana, who has a wrap-up of what Governor Tony Evers and health officials said earlier this afternoon. Amanda?
Today, Governor Evers banned all gatherings of 50 people or more throughout the state as the number of positive coronavirus cases continues to climb, up 13 from yesterday. That brings our total number of cases to 47. 46 of those are active. 10 of those cases are in Dane County. The county with the most cases is now Milwaukee. We're told several patients are in critical condition and hospitalized, but many of them have minimal symptoms. 504 tests have come back negative. Health experts say we've entered a new stage this week where doctors are detecting more coronavirus cases in residents who haven't traveled out of the state or been in contact with someone who has it. So that means the virus is likely spreading in the community, but it's still unclear how widespread it is.
Amanda, thank you. The State Emergency Operations Center has moved to level 1, its highest level. An administrator with the State Emergency Management Team said this is reserved for getting all state agencies and local leaders together. It's an effort to get the right people in one place to best handle the emergency.
Rest assured, I want the people to know that we're going to, you have the right people at the table discussing this particular issue, and this issue, we're going to win at the end of the day.
And he said the people here are still using best practices for keeping everyone hard at work safe. That includes social distancing, frequent hand washing, and disinfecting.
Let's take a live look at Times Square in New York City. As you can see, it's a bit of a ghost town compared to what it usually looks like. New York City has closed schools, bars, and restaurant dining rooms. As the numbers continue to grow, President Trump once again addressed the nation to discuss how the federal government is responding to the pandemic. There are now at least 4,100 confirmed virus cases in the U.S. with 71 deaths. President Trump announced new guidelines this afternoon for every American to follow over the next 15 days. He's asking people to avoid groups of more than 10 people and avoid bars and restaurants. The president also participated in a video conference with governors nationwide, including Governor Evers, as some states raised concerns about a lack of emergency supplies and protective gear for those on the front lines.
We're also working very much on getting them the kind of equipment that they need, and for the most part, they either have it or they will be getting it.
New Jersey's governor is urging people to stay home between the hours of 8 p.m. and 5 a.m. except for essential travel. A growing number of states are now asking restaurants to shift to delivery or pickup orders only. In Maryland, the governor also ordered state health officials to look into whether closed hospital facilities could be opened up to increase the capacity of beds. On Capitol Hill, the Senate returns to session and must still take up a multi-billion-dollar relief bill to help families and employees impacted by the virus. Investors kicked off another roller coaster week on Wall Street. The Dow closed lower by 2,997 points to 20,188. That's the biggest point drop in the history of Wall Street. It's also the lowest level since May of 2017. The Nasdaq lost 970 points, or 12.3%, and the S&P 500 dropped 324 points.
In Europe, 3 of the countries hardest hit by coronavirus have recorded their highest single-day death toll. France, Spain, and Italy saw the spike despite a national shutdown. Obituaries for COVID-19 victims span 10 pages in a local Italian newspaper. Yesterday alone, Italy had a record one-day death toll of 368 people. Ski resorts have shut down across France, Switzerland, and Austria. And in the UK, the government warns it may soon order people over 70 to stay at home for up to 4 months.
I'm 77, so I'm right into that category, and I don't fancy it.
As Europe scrambles to contain the crisis, the military is monitoring streets in Spain, and police are using drones to broadcast messages urging people to stay home until the pandemic is over. Worldwide, the death toll now stands at more than 6,500. Wisconsin election officials and political party leaders are pushing people to vote in next month's presidential primary by absentee ballot. No one is talking about postponing the election yet, but the Centers for Disease Disease Control and Prevention has issued new recommendations to limit public gatherings, raising questions about safety at the polls. The Wisconsin Elections Commission is urging voters to cast absentee ballots and reminding them the deadline for registering by mail or online is this coming Wednesday.
The international scientific community is racing to find a vaccine and a treatment for coronavirus. An experimental vaccine was administered to a human test subject in Seattle today. The fast-track research is one of dozens of projects underway around the world as scientists frantically search for a way to contain and prevent the deadly virus.
The drugs that are going to be able to treat this disease are in development and look very, very encouraging. So the hope is there's some really positive news there in the next week or two.
But despite the early progress, public health officials say it will take at least a year for a potential vaccine to be approved for use. Until one is developed, officials at the World Health Organization are urging widespread testing to contain the virus. While dozens of people have died in the U.S. and thousands worldwide, the vast majority of patients with mild symptoms recover in about 2 weeks. Those with more severe illness may take up to 6 weeks to recover. With COVID-19 in mind, we here at News 3 are making some changes.
That you can see. No explanation needed, right. Our Josh Spreiter highlights some of what we're going to be doing a little differently now.
Hi, everyone. We start in the newsroom, which is usually filled with producers, web producers, reporters, photographers, anchors, and managers. But today, we're running on a bare-bones staff. Instead of our normal editorial meetings, which we have in this room 3 times a day, we're now communicating over the phone, whether that be through email or workplace apps like Slack. And as you walk around the building, you'll find signs all over about how to stop the spread of coronavirus. Right now, guests are no longer allowed inside of the building. When our crews find out what they're covering for the day, the reporters and photographers are met with gear outside of the station rather than coming to the newsroom. For those of us still here, we're trying to keep our distance. Whether that be on air or at our desks, we're practicing social distancing.
Josh, good to hear your voice. It's been a minute.
On News 3 Now this morning, my co-anchor Lee Linscheid worked remotely from home after returning from her vacation out of state, where she had to go through 4 different airports. Hattie and I trying to distance ourselves as much as possible in the studio. And if you check out the other side of the building, it's even quieter than the newsroom today. The sales staff, promotions, and our administrators are mostly working from home with the help of their kids and furry friends, of course. They're all spending more time over the phone and online rather than meeting clients in person. With this News 3 Now update, I'm Josh Spreiter.
Thank you, Josh. Now, despite all of these changes, News 3 Now remains committed to being your local headquarters for coronavirus coverage.
Just like the rest of you, we just want to be healthy and stay healthy.
Yeah, do everything that we possibly can do.
Healthy place outside on the patio. That's where Chris is with a cloudy forecast.
Yeah, things are certainly very cloudy out here, folks. That will continue as we go through tonight, but I promise we will get you at least a day of sunshine as we look into the week ahead. I want to start out by showing you the view from our station camera right now, just showing you the abundance of clouds that we've had pretty much all day long since we began to wake up earlier today. That's kept temperatures just a little bit on the colder side. Now, there was a weak disturbance that passed by towards the north that's bringing some snowflakes well north of our viewing area. But with that, we'll watch the chance for a flurry or a shower as we move into the afternoon and evening. Most of us are going to be staying dry. 41 is our temperature right now. This is the day's high. As we continue to look ahead, we'll see those temperatures begin to fall into the evening. 35 by 6 o'clock, and then, 39 by 6 o'clock, and then 35 as we begin to approach 10 o'clock. But as we come up, we are tracking more rain chances. So when I tell you that tomorrow is sunny, you will certainly want to get outside and enjoy it before that rain comes our direction. First warn traffic, this is the Beltline at Greenway right now. Traffic is fairly light, really all throughout Madison. A lot of folks are taking the advice of working from home if they are able to do so. So with that, there are no traffic issues. Really, if anyone has to go out and about, if you look downtown and around campus, a lot of the students aren't here either. So some good news, traffic continues to remain smoothly. I'll let you know if that changes a little bit later in the show. I'll have that full forecast, timing out the rain chances coming up around 4:30.
All right, Chris, thank you. Still to come at 4, film critic Will Loper heads to the movies.
He'll tell us what he thinks of the new controversial movie, The Hunt, plus the best movies to stream while you're at home. That's when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
It's fun for everyone at Vitense Golfland. Escape winter and enjoy Madison's premier indoor miniature golf course where all ages putt and play. 18 fun Madison-themed holes, remote control boats, and arcade. Offer a great time with friends and family and for special events only at Vitense Golfland.
Ram Truck Month means huge discounts and rebates at Don Miller. Drive in groundbreaking style. It's the new 2019 Ram 1500 Crew Cab Bighorn 4x4. Get over $11,500 in rebates and discounts on all remaining in stock. It's a 2019 IIHS top safety pick, just like the new 2019 Ram Tradesman Quad Cab 4x4. Lease for $392 per month, 48 months, 10,000 miles per year, $39.99 due at signing. Ram Truck Month is on now at Don Miller, your Madison Truck headquarters.
Don Miller. When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
I suffered with psoriasis for so long.
I felt gross. People were afraid I was contagious.
I was covered from head to toe. I was afraid to show my skin. It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx. I wasn't covered anymore. 4 years clear. 5 years now.
I just look and feel better.
See me.
Cosentyx works fast to give you clear skin that can last. Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur.
I look and feel better with Cosentyx.
5 years is just crazy.
See me.
Ask your dermatologist if Cosentyx could help you move past the pain of psoriasis.
Now open the Signature Hall Grill Bar and Patio at Vitense Golfland. A complete bar including 8 different draft beers and 70-inch flat-screen TVs with great food anytime and happy hour specials. Visit the new Signature Hall Grill Bar and Patio, Vitense Golfland.
One of Las Vegas's hotspots is shutting down because of the coronavirus. MGM Resorts are temporarily suspending at all its Las Vegas properties. The closure goes into effect tomorrow. No word on how long it'll be. In a written statement, the chairman and CEO said slowing the progress of the virus requires everyone to take action. MGM Resorts says no reservations will be taken prior to May 1st. Well, you might have noticed Leah Lynchide off the desk, as you saw in Josh's report, and reporting live from home this morning.
As part of News 3 Now's policy to protect our staff, she, like all of us, are practicing social distancing after she just returned from taking a vacation out of state. We haven't even had a chance to see her, unfortunately, but we're checking in on her. She's working from home, and she has some great tips for a lot of you who are now making the transition to work from home, who probably weren't sure how to do that exactly and didn't have a lot of time to prepare. Here's Leah's advice for working from home.
Hi folks, Leah Lynchide here. I am working from the comfort of my own couch today, again as a precaution to help keep my colleagues back in the newsroom safe. Well, I'm feeling fine. I was in 4 different airports in the span of 4 days this week, which is a lot of travel. So I'm taking some time to socially distance myself. And if your work is asking you to do the same, here are some of the steps I'm taking from home today. A couple of highlights, according to the experts. Disinfect high-touch surfaces, things like refrigerator doors, doorknobs, bathroom counters, stuff like that. That includes your laptop and phone. Try to keep those as clean as possible. And if you're self-quarantining from your family, maybe you're working as much as possible from a single room, also try to use your own dishes and towels. Now, as for staying sane, if you're staying at home, here's what I'm doing. I'm posting pictures of my vacation, my family. I'm trying to share good news on social media. The goal here is to break up all of the anxiety that you might be scrolling through on Facebook and Instagram with some levity and happiness instead. I think that's really important right now. I am also taking walks. I won't stop and talk to neighbors or people I know, but I am going to get in some fresh air and take in this beautiful city, this beautiful state we live in. And I am taking a minute to call my family members and catch up, because social distancing is about being safe, but it's not about being alone. This does not have to be scary, folks. So I am starting a journal of sorts to document my experience traveling and working from home, to give you an idea of what this is all like and make sure you have all the information you need. That's up right now on channel3000.com. For now, I'm Leah Lynch-Ide, reporting for News 3 Now from home. Stay well, folks.
Good to see you, Leah.
Thank you, Leah.
This is a big couch. Look at the size of this thing.
I know it is. Well, this looks kind of silly, but what are we going to do?
That's
you
right.
know, you got to do what you got to do.
Got to do what you got to do. Well, concern over anticipated shortages of food and other supplies is driving people to supermarkets and big box stores.
In many places, shoppers, as many of you know, are finding empty shelves, long lines, and limits on purchases. And experts are saying they're trying to reassure everybody, don't worry. Doug Baker is with the Food Industry Association and says the shortages we're seeing is simply unexpected demand. Baker says now is not the time to panic, but think about others before you buy more than you absolutely need.
There could be periodic shortages, and there might be times where consumers might not be able to get it for a couple days, but supply is flowing, machines are running, and the product will make its way back to the shelf.
Experts say buy the items that you believe you need to have. Stores will be able to keep up with the demand. And
you don't need 30 cans of soup.
No, exactly, because there are some people who need those things.
Right.
So try to be thoughtful of that.
Just take what you need.
Yeah, it's very good advice. Well, it's usually around this time that we have Will Loper, of course, come on the show and talk about the latest movies to hit theaters.
Well, with no guests allowed in this building, Will is working from home. He's got a review of one of the new movies to hit theaters and some of the best options to stream if you're staying home. Will?
Hey, Mark and Susan, this weekend was the worst box office in 22 years due to ongoing coronavirus concerns. But that didn't stop 3 movies from opening wide. The faith-based drama I Still Believe, Vin Diesel's action sci-fi Bloodshot, and the thriller The Hunt, which I went and saw in a mostly empty theater.
Did you see that article? Every year, these liberal elites kidnap a bunch of normal folks like us and hunt us for sport.
The Hunt involves a group of people who wake up in the woods and discover that they're being hunted. So they must defend themselves and use whatever they can to survive. We've seen this Most Dangerous Game style story told before. The angle this time is that the hunters are left-leaning politically, and the huntees fall on the right side of the aisle. If you're looking for smart or incisive social commentary, you can look elsewhere. Every character in this film is taken to the most stereotypical extreme possible, delivering forced dialogue to fit the caricature depending on which side they fall on. The one bright spot is Betty Gilpin, who you'll recognize from the Netflix series Glow, who turns out a strange but truly captivating performance. There was a chance to make a darkly comic film that explores the political divide in America, but instead we get an overly violent film that doesn't have much to say past surface level. This movie gets 2 Betty Gilpins out of 5. Please give Betty better work than this. Now, with wide releases getting delayed, like A Quiet Place 2, Disney's Mulan, the James Bond film No Time to Die, and Fast and Furious 9, and the increasing avoidance of public areas like movie theaters, those practicing social distancing will be looking to streaming for entertainment options, so here are a few of my recommendations. Disney Plus released Frozen 2 early on its streaming service, as well as a new original film Stargirl, about a high schooler who shows others the importance of being unique to themselves.
There's just something about her. She's not like anyone else.
Netflix released the 3rd season of the teen dramedy On My Block, the 2nd season of the docu-series Dirty Money, and the original film Lost Girls.
This is my daughter, Shannon.
Shannon Maria Gilbert. There's one here for every day that she's missing.
Lost Girls is a crime drama based on true events. Amy Ryan stars as Mari Gilbert, a mother whose daughter goes missing and law enforcement wants to dismiss the case. Mari takes the investigation into her own hands and ultimately helps bring to light scores of unsolved cases involving missing women and girls. It's a movie that deals with heavy themes, but deals with these themes in a sensitive manner. And Amy Ryan gives a terrific leading performance as a determined mother looking to find justice. Lost Girls is worth streaming. You can find it on Netflix now. For Live at 4, I'm Will Loper, sending it back to you, Mark and Susan.
Yeah, streaming might be a good idea.
I was just going to say we could do a streaming recommendation every day.
Absolutely. A lot of people home for quite a while. All right, still to come at 4, millions of students across the country are being asked to take classes online until in-face classes can return.
So how does this process work? Well, we'll find out how one family is coping coming up after Chris's first warn forecast.
Of memories in this house, the most valuable things you'll ever own. And that is why we exist.
Pills, you crush them, kind of. Kale, you eat it for breakfast. Sometimes. You go far to eliminate stubborn fat, but sometimes life gets in the way. Cool Sculpting takes you further. A non-surgical treatment that targets, freezes, and eliminates treated fat cells. Discuss Cool Sculpting with your doctor. Some common side effects include temporary numbness, discomfort, and swelling. Don't imagine results. See them. Cool Sculpting. Take yourself further. Go to CoolSculpting.com for a chance to win $25,000.
Okay. In my Johnsonville commercial, they open on a game show set in the 70s. Today we got Johnsonville smoked sausage made with 100% premium pork. Some brands mix meats and add fillers, but not Johnsonville. Contestant number 1 bids the closest, so he wins a boat. And he says, I don't want that boat. I want the sausage. What if I told you that boat is filled with Johnsonville smoked sausage? And that's a smoked sausage commercial made the Johnsonville way.
Let me introduce me.
Cuts, colors, braids, and fades. We stand for style. Cost Cutter Salons.
#1 in color in Wisconsin.
He's been around the world, but he desires more. He's seen it all. It's always what you think's tough. Right there all the time.
With over 40 fully integrated applications, you won't be able to contain your excitement either. From just $1 a day per employee, run your entire business with Zoho One, the operating system for business.
It's a force of nature. It's your new Jeep from Don Miller. Now with the Jeep Celebration event, you'll save big on all remaining new 2019 Jeep Wranglers in stock. Get your own Don Miller deal with rebates and incentives. You'll get up to $5,500 off MSRP. Rough it in style in your all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Lease for $249 per month, 36 months, 10,000 miles per year, $39.99. Due at signing. The Jeep Celebration event on now at Don Miller, Madison and Dane County's Jeep headquarters. Odana Road, Madison.
Don Miller. After 30 years, Wisconsin Craft Market is closing its doors forever. Get unbelievable craft deals now. Shop our going out of business sale. Hurry in for the best selection at Wisconsin Craft Market.
Go to Amazon.com skills to enable Channel 3000 news briefs.
Take a look at this, or not. If you're afraid of spiders, you might want to look away. You're looking at an employee with an Australian reptile park gently opening up a spider egg sac. That's a lot of babies. These are funnel spiders, and they're one of the deadliest and what is it?
Arachnids,
yes, in the world. The park farms these spiders and milks them out of their venom to make anti-venom to save lives.
I mean, it's interesting, but it is kind of...
Yeah, it's ew. It's time for a little visual palate cleansing.
It is National Panda Day today. Pandas, as you know, are among the world's most endangered species. There are less than 2,000 of them in the world, partly because panda breeding programs are uncommon. Pandas usually isolate themselves in the wild. Their diet consists mainly of plants. And unlike most bears, pandas do not hibernate in the winter.
Didn't know that.
Very interesting. I didn't either. Well, as we continue to try to prevent the spread of COVID-19 in our newsroom, we have to limit our Pet of the Week segment. So the way we worked around that is we're just going to show you pictures.
Yeah, we wanted to do the segment, so this is the way to do it. Sorrel is an adult hound mix who came to the shelter at the end of February. He needs a good home where he can stretch his legs. He'd love to go to an active family who will run and play with him. They also tell us he has a lovely hound singing voice, if you get our drift there.
Look at that smile, too.
He is available. And last time, Petunia the bunny is on an adoption hold, just waiting to go to her new home.
Oh, that's good news.
So call on Sorrel. Check her out. The Society is open. Humane Society is open.
Okay, that's good. And what is the website?
GiveShelter.org.
Okay, great.
838-0413, the number to call.
Well done, Mark.
All right. Chris, is sun in the forecast.
Yeah, that's right. There is some sunshine in the forecast. Of course, there's plenty of cloud cover out there now, but there's also a rain chance we're going to have to break down. That's coming up right after this break.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Hyman.
It's not too early to reflect on how we got to this place where health professionals say we have failed to prevent a pandemic that's now having such a profound impact on our lives. While it will certainly help with the next global crisis, the hope is we can employ lessons learned getting out of this one. And the main lesson is this: we've lost our collective focus. We allowed ourselves to get distracted and complacent. Globalism has resulted in a world of grievances and divisions, and all the attention we wasted on that distracted us from the far more important work of building our health systems, our communication, and collectively preparing for new challenges a world that has grown so much smaller present. We elected leaders who played to our desire for distraction and allowed important systems and agencies and safeguards to wither. We need to regain our collective will, our intelligence, and our optimism. It's time to refocus.
I wanted my hepatitis C gone.
I put off treating mine.
Epclusa treats all main types of chronic hep C. Whatever your type, Epclusa could be your kind of cure.
I just found out about mine.
I knew for years. Epclusa has a 98% overall cure rate.
I had no symptoms of hepatitis C.
Mine caused liver damage.
Epclusa is only one pill, once a day, taken with or without food for 12 weeks. Before starting Epclusa, your doctor will test if you have had hepatitis B, which may flare up and could cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you have had hepatitis B, other liver or kidney problems, HIV or other medical conditions, and all medicines you take, including herbal supplements. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Common side effects include headache and tiredness. Ask your doctor today if Epclusa is your kind of cure.
You were always the responsible one, so much like me, always taking care of everyone else. But this wasn't your responsibility. I already took care of the arrangements. The Ryans made it so easy. I didn't want you to worry about a thing. It's my last gift to you, my lovely daughter.
This is Jill Karofsky's arena, and she doesn't mess around. As a prosecutor and now a trial court judge, Jill has locked up criminals and protected our families. This is also Jill's arena, a two-time Ironman triathlete. No one outworks her. Now Jill is entering this arena, running for the Supreme Court to stop corruption and the influence of big money special interests.
Whether you're a violent criminal or a corrupt politician, I will hold you accountable.
Fair, tough, independent. Jill Karofsky for Supreme Court.
Choosing the right Medicare plan is simple, right? Except that there are a lot of choices from a lot of companies. Avoid the confusion and the junk mail. Come to Informed Choice Insurance Agency. We know Medicare. And we offer many of Wisconsin's popular plans. There's no cost and no obligation to come discuss your Medicare options with the experienced team at Informed Choice. Call us today.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Folks, it has been a day that we have woken up with the cloud cover, and that cloud cover has stuck around pretty much all afternoon. This is going to be how things look all the way as we go through your sunset as well. But yes, while we're still cloudy, there's a bit of sunshine that I have in the forecast. You will want to enjoy that because more showers and thunderstorms will certainly be on the way. Here's our setup right now. High pressure that kept us dry over the weekend, and that snow system to the south, that's now towards our north and east. We have an area of low pressure just east of Denver. Here's a cold front coming in from the north and west. That is what's helping to squeeze out some of the cloud cover and at least a little chance of some snow flurries or showers later on tonight. That chance, I mean, when I say little, it's pretty tiny. But nonetheless, here's that front that we're watching just towards our north. That touched off some snow showers up along I-94 throughout parts of the Northwoods this afternoon. But for us, we have generally been dry underneath that cloud cover. I expect that we are going to stay dry as we go through the next couple of hours, other than that minor chance still. But we're cloudy out there. The temperature is at 41 with the wind chill of 36. We were able to make it into the 40s. At noontime, our temperature was right there at 35. So we've been able to warm up about 6 more degrees. 41 in Janesville right now. Monroe coming in at 38. 38 as you work your way over towards Platteville as well. Our temperatures now are going to gradually begin to come down. We're getting ready to lose some of that sunlight, so naturally you're going to lose a little bit of your heating. By 10:30, temperatures will be back around 35, but I do want to show you that cold front starting to work its way on in. At 10:30, winds are out of the south and west. You work your way up towards La Crosse, and we start to see that northwesterly wind flow. That will continue to work its way in as we go through the overnight hours. As it does so, it's going to dry out the air. Gets rid, there we go, of the cloud cover that we're going to have in place. So that means more sunshine as we move into your Tuesday. So Tuesday morning, we'll be right around 30 degrees, but you'll see a beautiful sunrise. We'll keep that sunshine around all Tuesday afternoon. Temperature should top out into the upper 40s as we head into Tuesday. The reason I say enjoy that sunshine with being outdoors if you have a chance to do so is because clouds increase once again Tuesday night into Wednesday. We may see a touch of snow at the beginning of that next storm system coming our way, and Wednesday itself is likely to be a pretty damp day with rain showers, especially in the morning, that may begin to break apart as we move into the afternoon. But even still, your afternoon's going to be one that's pretty dreary and pretty wet as we move into your Wednesday. So once that system gets away from us, attention then turns towards Thursday. That's when the next rainmaker comes our way. This one has a better chance to bring some lightning and thunder with it as well. Places in the Northwoods up towards the Twin Cities will likely see snow out of the system Thursday night into Friday. That mix could go over into the Dells before all things end as a little bit of flurry activity sometime Friday morning, and then eventually by Friday afternoon that sunshine returns and we'll see a little bit more in the way of some sunshine. So that's what we're looking ahead at in your forecast. The first day of spring is indeed Thursday. Tomorrow, of course, St. Patrick's Day, so that's the luck of the forecast with the sunshine that we'll have on Tuesday. More sunshine is expected for the weekend, but we're going to be a bit cooler again with temperatures into the mid-30s for those highs, back into the 40s by next Sunday, and then we warm into the upper 40s and perhaps low 50s by the time we get you towards Tuesday and Wednesday next week. But once again, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, folks, they're likely to be some pretty soggy days in the upper Midwest. So make sure that you enjoy the sunshine that we have tomorrow before we have more sunshine this weekend.
All right, Chris, thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
There's going to be a lot of celebrating tomorrow for St. Patrick's Day.
No, I know. It's bad timing.
It is. Well, coronavirus has colleges and universities around the nation shutting down temporarily, or some for the rest of the semester.
Now, students, as you know, are learning from home, but there are a lot of questions that remain. Diane King Hall met one family trying to adjust.
Sophomore Brianna Ettrick is just one of the students at Rutgers University who was given short notice to pack up and go. She was planning to leave campus for spring break, but then the school said, take everything with you.
They said everything has to be out, and they said we might not be coming back for the semester.
Her mom, Raquel, left work and drove 2 hours to pick her up.
We didn't have any boxes. We were throwing things in garbage bags and trying to drag them down the hall.
Brianna is home now and getting adjusted.
Different teachers have different arrangements. I have some classes that they said we're going to do conference calls, video calls, and others, they're just giving us assignments and telling us to read the textbook to do them.
She's far from alone. With campuses nationwide shutting down, students like Isabella Collins are shifting to e-learning, but there are limitations.
A lot of my classes really are focused on group participation and the exchange and free-flowing ideas, which has been challenged by the online format.
There are other questions, like will there be graduation ceremonies at the end of the semester? Some colleges have already canceled, and many parents are waiting to find out how they will be reimbursed for prepaid student housing and meal plans.
What's your advice to other parents who are confronting this or may confront this?
My advice to other parents would be to start prepping now, have a contingency plan in place.
Brianna will miss her friends, but her biggest concern is her grades.
I don't really know how it's going to work. I don't learn well by just reading the textbook. I ask a lot of questions in class. I go to office hours pretty often.
She's joining students across the country in a new college experience. Diane King Hall, CBS News, Jersey City, New Jersey.
Yeah, this is the new normal, but there are still so many things to be figured out.
A lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah.
Unprecedented territory.
Yep.
Still to come at 4, how parents should talk to their kids about the coronavirus.
And then coming up tonight at 5, most Wisconsinites who were on the Princess cruise ship are back in the state after being quarantined. We'll hear from one of those couples when Live at 4 continues.
The all-new Silverado HD adds to the legendary capability of the strongest, most advanced Silverados ever. With best-in-class camera technology and larger, more functional beds than any competitor, the only truck that can compare to a Silverado is another Silverado.
Or get $7,000 total value on this Silverado without the optional camera technology package. Or during truck month, get 0% financing for 72 months plus $500 cash allowance on all Silverado 1500 crew cab pickups.
We are the Thrivers. Women with metastatic breast cancer, standing in the struggle, hustling through the hurt, asking for science, not sorries. Our time for more time has come. Living longer is possible and proven in women taking Kisqali plus fulvestrant or a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor. Kisqali is the only treatment in its class with proven overall survival results in 2 clinical trials, helping women live longer with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali was also significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus a non-steroidal aromatase inhibitor or fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious liver problems and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection. Are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Kisqali is not approved for use with tamoxifen. It's our time to continue to shine because we are the Thrivers. Ask your doctor about Kisqali, the only treatment in its class proven to help women live longer in 2 clinical trials.
If you experience bladder leaks, you shouldn't have to sacrifice discretion for protection. Try Always Discreet. The unique design features protective leak guards, which help prevent leaks where they happen most, and an absorbent material that turns liquid into gel for up to 100% leak-free protection. The shapewear design provides a closer fit to ensure total discretion. Choose the solution that keeps you drier and offers a seamless fit. Try Always Discreet underwear with a money-back guarantee. Brand power helping you buy better.
Tonight at 5:29, Wisconsin passengers who were on the Grand Princess cruise ship were safely returned to the state. Why some of the passengers are still in California.
Well, there's a slight chance of a shower this evening. Skies should begin to clear overnight. Tomorrow will be sunny and milder, but rain arrives Wednesday. My forecast at 5.
And ahead at 6, with limits on the size of group gatherings due to the coronavirus, we're asking how this will affect important events like funerals. We'll have that story for you tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
There's a live picture downtown. Cloudy sky, a little cool, on the cool side.
It's still winter.
On this Monday afternoon. Yeah, that's true. Well, this is a very stressful and trying time. We're kind of all in this together for both adults, but especially for children. As coronavirus worries increase, so does the anxiety.
Nancy Chen spoke with a child therapist about how to discuss coronavirus with your family.
School closures, canceled activities, and parents working from home. Each day brings changes to our daily lives as the nation sees more cases of coronavirus. Family therapist Darby Fox says when talking to children, tailor the message to the child's age. With kids under 4, discussion should be very limited. With kids 4 to 7, she says be sure to use concrete terms.
There's a virus that's kind of like the flu. You know, sometimes you get a sore throat or your stomach hurts. You don't feel well.
For kids 7 to 10, she says parents can stress that children don't seem to be as affected as much as older adults, but that we all still need to do our part for prevention.
And just say for a little while, we don't want to pass the germs around, so we're just gonna stay at home. We're gonna do some different things, and we'll be fine. Really reassuring.
Reiterating the importance of good hand washing is one way to empower children that they are helping prevent the virus from spreading.
For kids older than 10, parents can look at the science on the virus and stress that most cases are usually mild.
In general, vocabulary matters, so experts say keep death out of it.
Because we don't really know how do you prevent death, and it's so ominous. So I think that, again, we go back to a language of, yes, you could get sick, but you know what? You've had other illnesses, and you're going to be okay.
Fox says to also take time for yourself so you manage your own fears in order to be able to handle your families. Nancy Chen, CBS News, New York.
And experts say limiting children's exposure to media and social media coverage of the outbreak is also best. I wish I could.
Yeah, I know. Exactly.
Well, still to come at 4, Farm Director Pam Yankee is joining us.
She is going to answer some of your farm-related questions that you might have. We can really talk about anything with Pam if you want to give her a call. The number.
There she is.
There she is, 270-9933. Start thinking up your questions for the Farm Babe, and we'll take your calls when Live at 4 continues.
With one of our favorite Portage families here at the Portage Furniture Store, the Ayers family, that has grown a little bit since, yeah, he says high five. That's right. Since the last time we were here.
We sure have. Austin and I, proud 3rd generation owners, and now we're working on our 4th generation. We've seen generations of customers come through, and I think we take a lot of joy in seeing, hey, my parents bought from your dad, or bought from your uncles, or bought from your grandpa, and now Austin and I get to enjoy that ourselves.
How much fun is it on the days you come back into town and the 3 of you are together?
It's very special. Like I said, the longevity from my dad and uncle started in 1940 to now. Very special.
We're very, very proud to showcase predominantly American-made brands and companies that we've worked with for a very long time. We have a number of great lines, including Serta Mattresses, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, and England.
And not everyone has the Ayers last name, but everybody here, I know you guys consider family.
Yeah, we really have some wonderful people here, including, 2 salespeople, Rosie and Punky, who have been here with us from the very beginning, and we're really thankful for them.
Yeah, they really make you guys, they're the ones who make you all look good.
Yeah, they are.
No doubt.
And we need all the help we can get.
Yeah, well, he said it. Right? What are some of the biggest things that sets you guys apart?
The free delivery. Yeah.
They still got it. I was wondering.
We do.
Glad to hear it.
And on top of a first-class free delivery service, we're very proud of our huge selection of top-name brand furniture at guaranteed low prices.
Well, with the free delivery, we've got a lot of stops, but I'm glad you're helping me. From the Portage Furniture Store, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison. He's excited.
People were afraid I was contagious. I felt gross.
It was kind of a shock after I started Cosentyx.
4 years clear.
Real people with psoriasis look and feel better with Cosentyx. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor about an infection or symptoms. If your inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen, or if you've had a vaccine or plan to, serious allergic reactions may occur. Ask your dermatologist about Cosentyx.
It's Ford Truck Month, and if this is your kind of day, and this is your kind of truck, then this is your month. Ford Truck Month. Now, get great deals on Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for 43 years.
Like a Ford F-150 with 0 for 72 months. Or you can lease one for just $239 a month.
All right, let's go ahead and show you guys traffic as you begin to maybe head out or head home on this Monday. We're starting at the Beltline at Greenway, giving the west side of town a little bit of love here this afternoon. And right now, things do continue to remain smooth. So this is over right around Middleton. No big traffic issues showing up there. Most of that Beltline, folks, does stay green. In fact, our average speeds, the slowest average speed right now is 58 miles per hour. A lot of those are more so in the 60s, and even that just jumped up to 63. Now, as you get closer towards Rimrock, that average speed is at 61. Now, downtown, right around Capitol Square, is where we're starting to see at least a couple of brake lights being tapped. Campus does look good. University looks good as well. Here's your slowest route right now. That is University from, well, the Beltline from University to Verona Road. That's taking you about 6 minutes. And then from Verona Road all the way towards John Nolan downtown, that's going to take you about 4 minutes with an average speed of 64 miles per hour.
All right, Chris, thank you. Well, this is Cacaya Gaga, and it's named after Lady Gaga. Well, the insect is a newly identified species of tree hopper, a little-known insect group that populates most forests on Earth. K. Gaga is native to the Pacific coast of Nicaragua. The graduate student who discovered and named the new insect says K. Gaga's crazy horns and wacky fashion sense led him to the name. I guess I can see it. No comment from Lady Gaga herself on her insect namesake.
Probably not.
Well, the coronavirus is just one more issue that Wisconsin dairy farmers are facing these days.
Farm Director Pam Yankee joins us from Q106 to take our farming questions and how farmers are dealing with the crisis. Good to see you, Pam.
Hi, Pam.
Hi, guys.
Some stores are having a shortage of milk. Is it a supply problem?
No, absolutely not. In fact, that's one of the biggest stories I've been working on today. I started hearing about it from farmers over the weekend that noticed some of their local grocery stores had put a minimum or a maximum on how much you could buy, namely 2 gallons of milk per visitor. There is no supply shortage of milk, that's for sure. National Milk Producers Federation came out with more information today, having talked with grocery stores and distributors. They say in some instances, it might be that people are staying home to try to protect themselves. That could include the drivers on those routes, but there's absolutely plenty of milk out there. In fact, National Milk says this could be a little bit of a turnaround for the dairy industry because so many people are home with their kids. That means that they are going to want to have something on their refrigerator shelves that they know they can turn to that's good and healthy for their family, and in many cases that is milk and dairy products. So we're hoping that that might be a sliver of silver lining out of what otherwise is a pretty dark cloud right now. But there is no supply shortage on milk. Maybe a little bit of a distribution snag we've got to work through. But remember, we don't shut the cows off. They're going to continue to milk. They have no idea what's going on about coronavirus.
No, just getting it on the shelves.
That's right.
That's the big challenge now.
All right, lots of calls. We'll start with Ken in Middleton. Hi, Ken. What's your question?
Yes, I was wondering, this is relatively new with the coronavirus, but any transfer of the virus to cattle, pet dogs,
Sure.
pet cats?
Sure.
Nothing.
And as a pet owner myself, I've got a big concern on that. They had one mild case of what they believe could have been transference on a dog in Hong Kong. The chief veterinarian for the American Veterinary Medical Association said right now they're looking at 4 different types of coronavirus in this one that we're dealing with. We don't know exactly how it acts. It may impact birds. It definitely can impact mammals. Her advice to farmers and really anybody with animals is just practice good biosecurity. Wash your hands. How many times times have we been told that. If your employees are sick, let them stay home. Don't bring them in around your calves or your cattle, and just use good biosecurity measures, because as many have said in the scientific arena, there's so much about this we don't know. But at least initially, Ken, it does not look like it transmits or easily transmits to our animals.
All right, that is good news.
I'm going to the vet on Thursday. I'll ask.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Let's go to Nana in Madison. Hi, Nana. I hope I'm saying that right. What's your question?
What's going to happen with the dairy breakfast?
Oh, right for now, June Dairy Month, yeah.
Right now, everything is game on. Most of the events that we're seeing being canceled, postponed, or changed are in the next 45 days or so. I think by the time we get through mid-May, we'll have all kinds of answers on that. Most dairy breakfasts have already selected their sites for this year. They've got their dates. They've got their volunteers basically lined up and ready to go. So as it stands right now, Nana, we are still planning on going forward with all the June dairy celebrations around the state, starting with some of the first ones on Memorial Weekend. That'd be the last weekend of May. Greene County, my friends that come to mind first.
All right, let's go to Barbara in Lodi. Hi, Barbara.
Hi.
What's your question?
My question is, I live in the Lodi area. I like to find out where I can get goat's milk from.
Goat's milk. That one, you can look up the Wisconsin Dairy Goat Association online. I'm trying to think of dairy goat people right around you. May I ask why you're curious about dairy goat milk?
She's gone.
Oh, sorry. The reason I bring that up is my friends at the National Milk Producers Federation, again, wanting to remind people about the food safety element of pasteurized milk. Coronavirus is destroyed in the pasteurization process. So if you're somebody that has a fondness or a predisposition to raw cow's milk, raw milk of any kind, I hope you'll sincerely reconsider, at least on the short term, until we find out more about this coronavirus and how it moves. Remember, it was contracted in an animal situation in China. So again, please remember, some of those safeguards like pasteurization, homogenization are all there to try to protect the general health.
They don't pasteurize goat milk?
I don't, dude, I don't know. I can't, I'm coming up short on my goatiness right now. I'm coming up short.
We got your goat, I guess, apparently. Well, we're out of time. We'll probably do this again soon, since we can talk to you.
Maybe tomorrow.
One of the few people we get to talk to these days. Thanks for calling in, everybody.
I'm always here.
We'll do this again soon, and we'll be right back with a final check of your forecast.
Pretty real quick.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Where can a healthier heart lead you? For people with heart failure taking Entresto, it may lead to a world of possibilities. Entresto is a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure, and trust your heart to Entresto.
Keep your wood floors looking their best with any of Surgenian's 3 hassle-free, dustless, and eco-friendly systems. Options include deep cleaning, clean screen and recoat, or dust-free sanding. Restore your wood floors today. Local, sustainable Surgenians.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy an air conditioner. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase an air conditioner and a furnace at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Tonight at 5, Governor Tony Evers has banned gatherings of 50 or more people throughout the state. This as the number of people in Wisconsin that have tested positive for coronavirus continues to grow. The latest on the pandemic tonight at 5.
For the latest coronavirus reports and breaking news, watch News 3 now and go to Channel 3000 to sign up for our daily email newsletter. Get the facts and tips to keep your family safe. News 3 Now, your local coronavirus headquarters.
All right, we're going to be mostly cloudy as we go through the rest of tonight. It's possible to see a snow shower or rain shower at some point. Look for those overnight lows to fall down towards about 30 degrees. The skies become mostly cloudy. We'll see sunshine headed into tomorrow. This will be the day to get out and enjoy it before more clouds come back our direction. Look for afternoon highs right around 47, folks. And then here's that temperature trend as we go through the week. Our average high now 43. So we're going to be below average as we go through the rest of today, back above average tomorrow, and then a couple below average days for Friday and Saturday.
All right, Chris, thank you. Tomorrow here on Live at 4, almost all new cars have some sort of advanced safety features, but they're all called by different names.
Well, Consumer Reports says these features are finally getting streamlined with standard names. We'll have that story tomorrow on Live at 4.